Hey everybody, welcome back to Superpower Review, the show that brings you news and reviews on comic book things. As always, I'm your host Kevin Vidini, and today we're doing another statue review here, and I'm very excited to present to you the DC Core Batman statue. This is based off of Batman Rebirth, and this is a great little statue, so let's break it down, starting off with the base. As you can see on the base here, we got his kind of his emblem, okay? This statue is a little bit on the light side, okay? So this statue is made out of PVC. Now you have to be super careful with this statue. For instance, I have him on a bureau, and that bureau happens to be painted. And that paint sometimes will stick to the statue, so when I put him back, I'm not going to be putting him back on there because he gets stuck to the paint and like I have to like move him around. So, and as you can see, he moves a lot. So that 1 foot is definitely a fragile spot for this statue. So he could easily break off the stand very easily. But I absolutely love the pose that he is in. He's in a great sculpt, great position. He's getting ready to throw that throw his batarang at some enemy. Let's call it the Joker. Why not? But I love the position he's in. That is awesome. Great sculpt and great paint app as well. I definitely have to say that for the DC Rebirth, I love the purple tone that you get in his cape. I think that's a really cool touch. It's not your typical Batman where it's like maybe gray or black all the way around. I love the little purple undertone in the cape. Kind of just makes it pop a little bit more. And I always love a gray suited Batman. You can see a lot of his battle armor and nice armor on him, and look at his face. He's so mean. He's gonna throw that batarang with such force. One of the things that I'm not saying it's really a complaint, but one of my dislikes is, as you can see on his armor, he's got some scratches on his armor, and you know what? To be quite honest, it looks a lot better on screen than it does, because when it comes over here, it kind of looks a little cheapish. But the one that I hate the most is this like little X one that's on his like wrist. I thought at first that was like a mistake, like by marker, when I first saw it in the package. But then when I saw the rest of the whole body, I was like, oh, it's supposed to be scratches. I don't advise maybe making those scratches look any more real by maybe taking a knife by through your statue, because again, you did pay for it and it's probably going to break. Another thing about this statue too that I do really like is that a good 90% of the time when you get a Batman statue with a batarang, the batarang is attached to the statue, and 90% of the time that batarang is going to be broken or will break. So one of the things I do like about this statue is that the batarang is actually detachable. I think that's really cool. I was nervous at first when I first bought this. When I was taking it home, I noticed that the batarang was on the floor of the box, and I was like, oh no, I just broke my new statue. And I was so bummed out. And it just happens to just go right back in like that. So I am a huge fan of this statue because of the way how he's positioned. I absolutely love how he's sculpted. He's ready to throw his batarang. I really love these DC Gallery statues because, one, they're super affordable. I'm not going to call them cheap because they're not madely cheap, but they're affordable. I think the word affordable is the right word to use. As you can, he's painted well, he's sculpted well. This is a highly recommended buy if you're a huge Batman fan like I am. And I have to say, out of all the Batman statues that I have, this one's my top favorite right now. Absolutely top favorite. And you can position him any way, and he looks so good. He really does. Look, any angle, and he looks really great. So here, look at his cape, nice and flowy. It's just such a cool position. That 1 foot on the stand is really cool. It looks great, but that is definitely one of the weak spots of this whole statue. One wrong move, as you can see, as I'm turning him, he has like a slight bounce to him. It's just because that foot on that stand is such a weak point. But this is a great statue. And if I have to give it the CGC rating, I definitely have to give it the 9.8 because, again, of affordability, looks. I literally have no complaints about this statue. The only thing I could probably do without is those little paint scratches because it does look like someone just like took marker to it and just went crazy. It looks like you gave your kid a marker in the statue and he kind of went nuts with it. But that's a great shot right there. So definitely recommended. And I think that's going to do it for today's episode. If you like this episode, make sure you give it a like because a little love goes a long way. And if you would like to see more content from the channel, make sure you subscribe because there's going to be a lot more statue and toy reviews coming your way. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys really soon.